Hello, everybody! Welcome to I Sell Comics, the weekly comics report with Mike and Ming, broadcasting from the home of the comic book men.
We're not live, Ming?
Jay and Silent Bob's Secret Stash.
That's us.
My name is Ming Chen, sitting across from me.
I'm Michael Zapcic. How we doing, folks?
No, we are not live, but even though we're not live, this show is still brought to you by Audible.com.
Audible.com?
Or more importantly, audiblepodcast.com/sellcomics.
Audiblepodcast.sellcomics. How about, can we put an I in there someplace? Or somebody else is going to sell comics, too.
Don't put the I in there because it ain't going to work, and we don't get paid. Yes.
If you put I sell comics, somebody else is going to get it?
Yes.
Like Lodondo.
Yes.
Chris
like
Lodondo.
Chris Lodondo's
for acknowledge. He's like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm doing something great.
Yeah. Wow. So we have a sponsor.
We do.
We have a sponsor.
You were talking about this. We needed a sponsor.
Yeah. Now, for all you kids out there who may not be familiar with Audible, what is Audible? Do you know what Audible is, Mike?
Hell yes. Audible is just the world's greatest repository for books on audio.
Audiobooks.
Right.
Audiobooks read by some of the greatest voices of our time.
Hey, you know what? I hear Mike Zapcic did a book for Audible.com.
Did you? Did you?
Well, no. I think I was a voice in a book.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes, and
I believe you are too.
I was not in this book.
Which one?
We were talking about the Tell 'em Steve Dave Fairy Tale.
No,
Theater.
neither one of us are in that one. But we are in one that's upcoming.
Yes. But
there is one. It's in there.
Let's say you're a Tell 'em Steve Dave fan. You want the Fairy Tale Theater. You haven't gotten it. Let's say you want it for free.
You want it for free?
I'm going to tell you how you're going to get it for free.
How can you get that for free, man?
You go to audiblepodcast.com/sellcomics. Sign up for a free audiobook.
Free,
and a 14-day trial. And you can get the Fairy Tale Theater for free.
That's fantastic.
Get it for free.
Free.
Yes.
Re.
Now, contrary to Tell 'em Steve Dave, we truly don't ask you for anything.
We never do. When have I ever asked for anything?
Never.
I think we wanted a Playboy one time. Because they sold that.
You had a whole crate full of them that got washed away in the storm, unfortunately.
But we wanted the one with
the Michonne
yeah.
shot. And somebody sent it, right?
And we didn't get it. It was intercepted by somebody who
some
shall remain.
14-year-old kid?
No, somebody he's 47 now. It was intercepted by somebody.
Okay,
I'm not gonna name names.
Okay.
I'm not pointing no fingers. But it was intercepted. But somebody did send it to us.
All right, but Mike, Audible, if you want to listen to it, Audible has it with over 150,000 titles in virtually every genre. You'll find what you're looking for.
Every genre.
Now, let's say you already have the Tell 'em Steve A Fairy Tale.
Let's say I do.
What else can you get? You can get Kevin Smith's Tough Shit.
No way.
Read by Kevin Smith.
No way.
That's pretty cool.
How about what if I wanted it read by Ming Chen?
That is not
your
available.
shit out of your tough
you
shit
know,
out of
call
luck.
me at the store. I'll read it to you. The book's right next to me. But that you can't get that at audiblepodcast.com/sellcomics.
If you read tough shit to somebody who called up, would you and you charged them?
Would
you send some to Audible?
Yes.
You'll send a couple bucks to Audible.
Yes, but we're trying to get Audible to send us money, so that's why we're asking you to go to audiblepodcast.com/sellcomics.
Not I Sell Comics. That would have been that would have worked a little bit better.
I didn't create the URL.
All right, I'm not saying that you did.
Audible Podcast did /Sell
Okay,
Comics.
Sell Comics.
And you can also get Stephen King, like pretty much every Stephen King.
I know. I actually belong to Audible already.
You're the king of audiobooks.
I am.
Every time I'm in your car, you fire up the car, and it's like, and one day, Harry Potter was going to Hogwarts.
Yes,
and I'm
Jim,
like, are you listening to Harry Potter? You're like, hell yeah.
Yeah, Jim Broadbent, man. He's the man.
Is it really Jim Broadbent?
Yeah.
All right, get Harry Potter read by Jim Broadbent.
Yeah, get that. You know what? You can get Food, a Love Story by Jim Gaffigan.
Yes.
Read by Jim Gaffigan.
Wow.
It's amazing. I actually have Audible fired up in my my car.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
my wife got me the Audible
awesome.
Food, a Love Story by Jim Gaffigan for Christmas, and it's in my I can't do it in my 2000 Saturn.
Yes.
Because
you don't have the connections.
Got nothing in there.
You have a tape deck.
I think I have an 8-track.
And not only do you have the tape deck, you have to put a little playing card underneath it, like in
a book of matches.
Like in Say Anything, I think he has to do that to make the tape tilt up so it plays correctly.
Or a screwdriver, just kind of do that underneath.
Wow. Well, fellas, Valentine's Day is coming up. Get your loved one an audiobook, a free
Why
audiobook.
not?
Don't tell her it's free. Tell
How
her you
about-
bought money.
Get him 50 Shades of Grey.
Yes, get 50 Shades of Grey.
And the 2 even more perverted sequels.
Yes, read
by who would be perfect to read that?
Sean Connery.
So I slapped her ass.
Yes,
Yeah, that'd be good.
Tied her up with some cable ties.
Yes,
Very
that's what we
sexy,
did
sexy.
inside there.
Very
What the
sexy.
hell am I reading?
What the?
Why the hell did I turn down Harry Potter?
Walter Matthau. What the hell's a Wookiee?
Yeah. What's a Wookiee?
What's a Wookiee? Anyways, get your sweetheart a free audiobook. Don't tell her it's free.
Yeah,
And
50 Shades of Grey,
and
read
keep-
by Christopher Walken.
Yeah, yes. And then I slapped her.
And then her ass
Skittles.
bounced
Right
all
side.
over the place.
Yeah. And keep the
It was
14 days.
amazing.
Keep the 14-day free trial for yourself. audiblepodcast.com/sellcomics.
Yes.
All right. Well,
Fantastic.
welcome. Yes, we are recording earlier.
Yes.
Unfortunately, if you want
Yeah.
to talk about it, due to a
Oh, yeah.
tragedy in the family.
There, you know what? I don't call it really a tragedy. We had a loss.
Okay, a lot.
My-
Tragedy is I don't know. You go to
See,
war.
Yeah,
and
he
then
was cut down in the prime of his life. My father passed away, and
ripe old age of
at 85.
85. We should all be so lucky.
I know. Basically, my brothers and I are. It's more of a celebration of his life. It's not. It actually happened
way to-
really, really freaking fast.
But not unexpected. It wasn't sudden.
Well, actually,
He's been
yes,
suffering.
it was. But
Okay.
here's the thing: my father had, for the past couple of years, been having some issues with his memory,
Okay.
and turns out he had advancing senile dementia.
Okay.
Which is, it's not Alzheimer's, but it's the same progressive. He was going to, he lost a lot of his short-term memory.
Okay.
He could talk to you about stuff that happened in 1940,
Right.
but boom, anything that was like
But
yesterday.
Who won the Super Bowl again?
Yeah.
You know what? Doesn't Patriots, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Well,
Doesn't matter. You don't-
we're going to
you don't-
forget about
yeah,
that
we're gonna
anyway.
forget about that.
If only the rest of the world had
Right.
senile dementia, then we
Hey
could.
man, did you give me that $20 that you owed me? Yeah, I did that.
Sure, you did.
Yeah, I
Sure.
totally did
Yeah,
that.
that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, we knew that was happening,
Yeah.
and we moved him into a retirement village where he was basically on his own, but someone knocked and made sure that he was, taking
Okay,
showers
right.
and taking his pills
And eating
and
and-
eating.
okay.
Yes, and they had. It's really a nice place. It's called Sunrise House over in Lincroft.
Okay. This
And,
is the good house, not the crooked one.
Not,
It's
not
on 60 Minutes.
No, I love my dad.
Okay.
I love my dad a little bit more than Homer loves Grandpa Simpson.
Right.
So, we put him in the good one, and so he was. We would take him out to dinner. We would do stuff with
Yeah,
him.
you would hang out with them.
Yeah, and he was always. Whenever I did it, and I'm not slamming my brothers.
Okay.
They never listen to my brothers are like, "What the hell's a podcast?"
Right. Yeah, they could hear this.
Exactly.
Well, when I played at the funeral.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
What?
You son of a bitch. But my brothers were all complaining that he wasn't engaged with them. Whenever I would go there with my family,
Yeah.
boom, hey, look who it is, and
Yeah. He's a Zapcic.
yeah, and he remembered my son's names. He remembered. This is the.
You remember you
greatest-
had sons?
No, you kidding?
And he remembered the names.
He remembered their names. He remembered almost what grade they were in.
Right.
He he loved his grandchildren.
Well,
He loved all of his
I
grandchildren.
barely remember my kids' names.
There
This
you
is
go,
good.
exactly.
Sharp as a tack. Your
Sharp.
dad.
Well, sharp is a very dull tack, but yes,
Okay,
sharp
okay.
is. But this is to you.
Yes.
He never met you,
No.
but he knew that I had a podcast with you.
Really?
He said, "How is your podcast going with
Hey
Ming?"
man, I love I saw comics.
Yes. No, not just this. He watched Comic Book Men.
Wow. Okay.
He loved Comic
It's like
Book Men.
that Tom Steve Day. Fuck them.
Fuck those guys.
Fuck those guys that Tom Steve.
Fuck
You guys
them.
are awesome.
Actually,
That's why I liked your dad.
my father hated the Irish.
Oh, okay. So Flanagan doesn't like Flanagan. Johnson,
Quinn.
all those Irish.
However,
Irish
I
douchebags.
hate to tell him this, and I used to point this out to him regularly. I said, "You married an Irish woman."
He did.
He did. My mother was
The beautiful
Irish.
Julia-
Julia McCusker Zapcic.
Okay.
And yes, oddly enough, my wife's name is Julia, and believe me, the irony and the Freudian stuff does not go
I did not know
unnoticed.
this.
Yes.
I read your father's storied and lengthy obituary this morning.
my brother, the newspaper writer.
Oh, he wrote this?
Yeah, he did.
Okay, and I didn't know
And
your
Zap's
mom.
sick people. I was going to punch him in the head for that, but I let it slide. There's kind of a
Your father was a doctor, and there was a tagline here: "Is I zap sick people."
yes.
Did he really use that as a tagline?
No, people used it for him.
Oh, okay.
People would say, "Oh, he zaps sick people."
And he was
I'm
like, "Could you stop saying that?
You're a
It's-
fucking
that-
dude.
You're a card."
Yeah,
That's
you're
just-
funny. But my father knew funny. My father was a pretty funny guy, and he knew funny. He loved comic book men. He actually liked Impractical Jokers too, even though it had a couple of
Irish
Irishmen
people in it.
Yeah.
All right, Quinn, Volcano's probably
No, Sal and
Murray.
and Joe.
Murray's definitely
Murray's,
okay.
He's Irish, but yeah, Sal and Joe are very
Okay.
Italian. Love the Italians. So anyway, my father he slipped, he fell, bruised his ribs when he was living alone, and went into the hospital because he developed pneumonia like overnight from that, and. While he was in the hospital, and we were doing the timeline. He was in hospital a month ago, and it turned out that they did some tests, and they were trying to figure out why he wasn't responding to treatment for the pneumonia, why he wasn't bouncing back, because he was in great physical health.
Yes.
They found lesions and tumors up and down his spine and in his lungs.
Oh,
and
like
turned
cancerous
out,
tumors.
Yes, and it happened rapidly because he had just had a full physical before
he
he
didn't
went
see
in.
nothing then.
Saw nothing, and
Lawsuit?
That was a month. No lawsuit. Oh my
Come
God. Better call Saul.
Yeah, better call Saul.
So no.
Lawsuit. Okay.
It was a month ago that he was in the hospital,
Right.
and his decline was very rapid.
Yes.
All my brothers, all our kids got to go and
Yeah,
say
you were
goodbye.
there. That's
We were
good.
there.
A lot of people don't get that luxury.
Yeah, we didn't. We found out, and it was relatively painless for him. He was in a little bit of pain, and because of the senile dementia, he
forgot it.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, really?
He did. I swear to God, because he
Blessing in
confronted my
disguise.
brother. He said, "All right." He was having a very lucid day. He's like, "All right, what the fuck is going on?" Pardon my French, but
Right.
that's my father.
Yeah.
I get the cursing from my
God,
father.
I wish. Oh God, I want those to be my last words. What the fuck is going on? Yeah.
I'm putting a pillow over your face, Ming. I don't
Right.
want you to
Oh,
suffer.
okay. No, I don't want it. No, I don't want it to happen that
So,
way.
he confronted my brother on a very lucid day, and my brother came clean and said, "You have cancer, and it's stage 4, and it is advanced, and we're not going to put you through any of this
treatment
treatment
chemo.
crap,
Yeah.
because it will not. It will only make your remaining time
More
that
painful.
much more
Yeah, it's gonna
painful.
suck,
yeah.
yeah.
So we just surrounded him. He went to a place called De La Salle Hall. It's usually only for Christian brothers, but my father was an auxiliary Christian brother.
Oh, yeah,
they
yeah.
made him an honorary brother.
Yeah, he
'cause of
worked
all of
with
his work.
them
Yes,
for
for
years.
many years.
Team
And,
doctor.
Yeah,
You went to the academy.
I went to the
correctly?
academy. Me and all my
Christian Brothers
Yep.
Academy, which is located here.
All boys school. We suffered through that crap, so my father could get taken care of at the end of his life.
87.
So yeah.
Dr. William Zapcic.
No, he passed away he was 85.
Oh, 85.
85
Okay,
years old,
85.
yes.
85.
Still a great number. Something to shoot for. The man lived. He lived big. He lived large.
Well,
and,
much like you, he passed it on down to you. Look at
hell
you living
yeah.
large now.
No, my father lived a lot larger than me.
Oh,
My
did he?
father was.
Okay.
My father loved. He loved to laugh. He loved to eat. He was much
Much
larger.
like you.
He was larger than life. And
Some would say you're larger than life.
thank you. My and now I've lost one of my heroes.
Oh,
So
all right.
he is he's a hero to me.
That's sweet.
He's still he always told me you can do anything that you put your mind to it, except for a career in comic books. Get off your ass, you lazy sack of shit.
Well,
So-
you proved him wrong in that respect.
I did, very much so. But he always knew that there was something a little bit different for me as opposed to my brothers.
Right.
So I was always the one that made him laugh.
Before he passed, it was like, Mike, come here. You were right. Mike,
You were right.
You were right. Or was it, fuck, tell him Steve did.
Those were his last words were, "Fuck, tell him Steve did."
Yeah. Two things I wanted to point out in this obituary.
Mm-hmm.
There's a passage in here that said, Dr. William Zapcic, his earliest memories were as a young entrepreneur, collecting and washing cast-off bottles and selling them to bootleggers.
Yes, he did.
True?
True. Very true.
Really?
My father was actually also he was a football player.
I saw
and
that.
I'm gonna say this because
Great
the statute,
football player.
he was all state in Pennsylvania in a
Yeah.
place
Carlisle.
No, actually, Steelton.
Steelton.
Right outside of Harrisburg.
Right.
One of the toughest places to be a football player is in Pennsylvania.
Why is that?
Coal mining, steel mining. They grow them big and they grow them tough.
Your father was neither, I assume.
My
neither
father,
a coal miner or a steel miner.
Yeah, he was a steel smelter. His father worked in the steel factories.
Okay.
Intermittently, because my grandfather. You never hear this word anymore, but whoremonger. My grandfather was a drunken whoremonger.
Your grandfather also named Michael Zapcic.
Yeah, pretty much.
Whoremonger grandfather. I noticed that
in my 20s. I did my best to live up to.
Yeah, I was like, and this is tired. I'm too lazy for this.
Yeah, I know. This is
exhausting.
You know what, this is,
How did Grampy do this?
That bastard. And he worked. What the hell? Yeah. Well, intermittently. So just like me.
Right.
So yeah.
You love bringing that up too.
Oh my god.
Because no one are there whoremongers anymore? It's expensive now.
I would assume, yeah.
Back in the '09 or whatever.
You could probably,
for a shiny nickel.
Yeah,
you
get a steak and kidney pie, a prostitute,
right, and a bottle of booze,
and a rickshaw ride around Steelton.
Yeah.
How racist was my grandfather?
Steelton, Pennsylvania. Your father's life was described as hard scrabble. Obituary.
Actually,
it's a word I've not seen in a long time.
Personally, I would have put hard scrapple,
right?
But not hard scrabble,
right?
Being as that's the meat byproduct of choice for all Pennsylvanians.
It is.
But it was my father grew up poor. One of the things that he was very obsessed about was your station in life.
Yeah.
And climbing that
okay.
ladder.
Well, hey, that's why I became a doctor.
Yeah.
Screw you guys. I'm at the top now.
He wasn't actually gonna be a doctor. He wanted to be a chemist.
Oh, well, okay. That's not like that's a step down.
No. But he was thinking, I want to be a chemist.
Yeah.
And it was sort of by happenstance. His college roommate was going for.
He could have been a superhero. Could have mixed around chemicals together. Could have been like some kind of weird lightning storm.
Mirakuru. Yeah, that would have been awesome.
Yeah. Then he could have. Stuff could have exploded. He could have.
My father, the Flash.
Yeah.
Then he could have been like the world's fastest whoremonger.
Wow.
Boom.
Sure. Boom.
Booyah. So, yeah. All right, what else you got in the?
I think that was it. He played football, like all this stuff.
Oh, and
good-looking dude.
Thank you. I was gonna
Mike, what happened?
My mom's Irish. That's why my father hated the Irish because it made all of his children look ugly.
Both very handsome.
Thank you. But here's the thing, and I'm not telling. Statute of limitations is up. He was
killed somebody?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. My grandfather did. I'll tell you that story another time.
No, that's a story for another time.
That's it. That's a great story. The horror. I'll give you my grandfather's secret origin. Not too long. But my father actually collected numbers money.
Oh, he's a runner.
He was a runner, yeah.
Well, you had to do this. So there was a mob in Steelton,
There was very much a mob in Steelton, Pennsylvania. Oh. And my father was also really tall, generally speaking, because his grandfather was 5'4".
Yeah.
My grandfather was like 5'6". My father was like 6'1".
Yeah. So you got the average of both.
I'm 6 foot, so yeah.
Nice.
But here's the funny thing is he had to make his point a little more forcefully than others sometimes.
Oh, sure. Oh, okay. So, things may have gotten broken.
Things got broken,
Wow.
China.
Not in four.
Legs.
Collecting. Wow. Yeah.
He was a pretty cool guy. Pretty interesting.
That's hard scrabble. You told me your father smelted ore? Or smelted steel?
He used to carry ice from
oh my God.
horse-drawn carriages into people's houses.
Yeah.
And he also, on weekends, would help smelt steel.
Can you imagine that?
Steel.
We got kids now complaining they work at McDonald's.
Yeah, I know.
McDonald's.
With the little keys with the picture of the food on it.
Yeah.
Pathetic.
Yeah.
Here's a kid who's like
wusses, man.
Yeah, my father's like 14 smelting ore. And he's like, oh, look at that shit going. Look at the slag right there.
Right.
We're using slag in the wrong way.
Yeah, what? You don't want to put the apple pie in the microwave? Well, boo-hoo. Yeah. My dad smelted ore.
Exactly. You think we should separate the apple pie fryer from the French fry fryer? Are you insane?
Yeah. Stupid little assholes. Yeah. Seriously. All right. Well, hey, everybody. Welcome to I Saw Comics.
Yes.
The weekly comics report with Mike and Ming. You can tweet us I'm at Ming Chen 37.
I'm at Michael Zapcic.
And as always, I sell comics, shirts, and keychains. Always available. I sell comics.merchtable.com.
We should get some Audible stuff up there, too. Audible.com. I'm giving them extra value.
Yes. audiblepodcast.com/sellcomics.
Attaboy.
Not to bring this down, but rest in peace, Mulder, Kevin's dog.
Oh, yes.
He's his oldest dog, I believe. I remember meeting that dog when he got it in 1999. And during the latter stages, I think Mulder's legs didn't work. So his big joke that he carried around like Hodor.
Hodor, yes. Hodor.
So R.I.P. to that. But, all right. But let's swing it back to comic books. We got a little news here. The New 52 is ending, Mike.
Yes.
This was big news that came out of DC, the DC offices last week.
Huge news. Now they're saying they're ripping off AMC
by
saying story matters here.
Yes.
That's pretty much where they're going with this. Story matters here. Personally speaking, I've always thought that story mattered.
Well, especially when it comes to comic books, it's the only. Well, there's art too, but
story and art.
Story definitely matters. For sure.
But what we have here is DC Comics throwing continuity out the window, much like Marvel did back in the 2000s, I believe.
Okay.
When they got rid of the little stamp.
Yes.
Comics Code approved. They pretty much got rid of continuity as well. So.
Although DC is claiming that continuity will remain the same, so
yeah, I'm not sure about that. That ain't gonna happen.
But then why end it then? Well, was it time? It's been what, 2.5?
No, it's been almost 4 years.
4 years.
Well, no, it's been 3 years because they're at 38.
Almost coincided by when we started this podcast.
Yes. Yeah.
Almost, so yeah.
So here's the thing. DC is saying that story matters. Story always does matter.
Okay.
Now, personally speaking, I always loved the concept of Infinite Earths, and every story that you read as a child and loved happened somewhere in continuity.
Right.
Batman and Wildcat got together and kicked the Spectre's ass.
Yes.
It's somewhere in there.
Right.
Right.
Even though it didn't go anywhere.
Yeah. Why would they kick the Spectre's ass? The Spectre's supposed to be on their side. Right. Well, he was taken over by the Spear of Destiny. So, and people are like, what the fuck's Mike talking about? Oh my God.
It's like, wait, did I miss that issue? It's out there.
It's just something that happened.
It's out there. We probably have it. Back issue
I'm hoping we do.
Yes.
And we did get a huge infusion of new back issues. So if you're in the New Jersey area, come down and see us at James.
We have a Fury of Firestorm number 7.
No.
Looking for that book since freaking October, November.
You know what? Then I will find it for you.
Well, I'll find it. I'll find it. You don't have to find it for me. I'm on the hunt.
Sans Souci?
Yeah, Bet Sans Souci, a.k.a. Plastique.
Yes.
And I'm only getting it so I can send it to Kelly Fry. So don't. Kelly Fry played Plastique in the Flash TV show.
And here's something that's really weird. The Flash has a character who's what was her first name is I'm sorry, I'm kind of
that's fine.
Blah. But her last name is Snow.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh my God, that's gonna turn into Killer Frost because she's Ronnie Raymond's fiance.
Yes.
And it didn't occur to me until now that's what's
gonna
happen. I'm like, duh.
Wait, Snow?
Yeah, somebody said something to me. I was like, it's gonna be Killer Frost, I'm like, duh. Okay, all right, thanks. But I'm caught up on. I'm still a week behind. Well, actually, not a week behind. I'm 3 days behind on Flash and Arrow.
You're doing good, dude. All I've been doing is watching Bob's Burgers on Netflix.
And Bob's Burgers. I've not watched. I've been watching Key and Peele as well.
Yeah, I know you've been
that's
watching
fucking awesome. I love Key and Peele.
They're
not comic books, but goddamn, I think that they're comic fans. At least Jordan. At least Jordan is.
Yes.
I'm on a first name basis with you. Binge watch, you get to call them by their first names.
A lot of great comedians are comic book fans. Brian Posehn, not only a comedian but a comic book writer.
He's an excellent writer too. Deadpool.
Yes. So as of June 3rd, the Post New 52 publishing line will consist of 24 brand new comics and 25 ongoing comics that will continue without a break in their numbering. Thank God. Who wants?
Yeah.
That gets confusing. People come in here. It's like, hey, you have Batman number
1? I'm like,
which
Batman
one?
Number 1. Yeah, exactly. Like, Batman number 1. What are you talking about?
Wait, so you kind of judge it by, like, well, how much money you got in your wallet?
Yeah. If you got $50, you can have Batman number 1 and 5 too.
Yes.
And You got $50,000 in your pocket, you still ain't getting Batman.
Yeah.
number
Now
one.
here's the spin. This heralds a new era for the DC universe,
Does
which
not.
will allow us to publish something for everyone, be more expansive and modern in our approach, and tell stories that better reflect the society around us. Isn't that what they did? Pretty.
You're supposed to do that before as well, but hey, whatever.
Yeah. Nothing against Dan Didio, a friend of the family, but I think a PR firm probably wrote this for, which is cool. Whether you've been a DC fan your whole life or whether you're new to comics, there'll be a book for you beginning in June, which there's probably a book for you now.
I would hope.
But
I would
again, this relaunch will come after the end of April and May's Convergence event, which sees different universe, blah, 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 Brainiac, blah, 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 Convergence.
Yada, yada,
Yes.
yada, yada, yada.
Can we talk about Convergence and Secret Wars for a second?
Sure, let's.
What are your thoughts on this? Who started first? They're very similar events.
Well, let's put it this way: the Secret Wars was announced last October.
Yeah, we were there.
We were at
New York Comic Con.
Yes.
We were at the launch.
Yes, we were at the
How
launch.
cool was that?
That was pretty damn cool. So I'm assuming that they had this plan before.
Oh, sure.
But I think that DC probably had it in the planning stages as well.
Right.
And
they just didn't know when to announce. But then I was like, wait a minute.
Let me jump. Did they just cut off our knees? They just cut off our balls?
Yeah.
Holy crap. Let's get on that.
Who leaked this? We're never inviting Zapcic and Chen to anything again. Wait,
they should invite us to everything.
Did they say they were friends with Dan Didio?
Yeah, right.
Wait
a minute. Get Kevin on the horn. I want those guys
fired.
You
think there were DC spies in the audience we were at? It was, it wasn't exactly a black tie, but it was sort of fancy. They had like cheese plates
They had
going
cheese.
around.
Cheese and strawberries.
I felt kind of like James Bond. Well, not really.
I didn't. I had my
Tony Stark.
I had my pockets lined with tinfoil and all was cheese and strawberries.
Yeah.
Like, this sucks.
Yeah, I put a beer in my pocket. I was like, they took the cap off of that, right? And it's sloshing around.
It doesn't
matter. Did you just wet your pants?
Yeah, maybe.
It's like, shh.
My fourth beer.
Don't draw attention to this. Don't draw attention to this. Yes. So, I'm nothing new. One of the big two does something. The other does it.
Of course, yes.
To match it. And this will always continue the age-old question: Marvel or DC? And we get that question again: Convergence, Secret Wars.
Convergence.
Yes. Now, Convergence, Brainiac's involved in bringing multiple universes, and what does he do? He puts them into domes and brings them to a planet, and then
like he did with Kandor, except in Kandor he shrunk them down and put them in bottles, which I think is kind of cool. I always wanted to do that.
Yes.
I always wanted to have New York in a bottle someplace, and all the people running around like, "Hey, fuck you!"
Oh yeah,
exactly.
Secret Wars started way back. Actually, started to sell toys, if you remember correctly.
Yes, and very much so.
Why was it called Secret Wars?
Shh, can't tell.
It's in Wikipedia. Whoever was heading Marvel at times was like, secret sounds cool to kids.
Yeah, Jim Shooter.
Jim Shooter. Oh, that's right. It was Jim Shooter.
Jim Shooter, and he also wrote it.
He did.
He did. Great. You know what? Jim Shooter gets a bad rap for being like a big ball buster at Marvel in the 80s, but he put out some quality comics. If it wasn't for him, Phoenix wouldn't have died.
Yeah.
And overall, it's like it made a 12-year-old Michael Zapcic cry.
It did, but you remembered that.
You remembered that. But for God's sakes, it's stuck with me for the next 5 years.
Oh, it's still with you now.
It's still with me.
Come on, let's not kid ourselves.
It haunts me because of the damn show.
You're haunted.
So, yeah, pretty much.
Yes, sort of the same. What's the bad guy? Not Nostradamus. The Secret War. Who brings them all together?
The Beyonder.
The Beyonder. Now, why did I say Nostradamus?
Nostradamus. Why not? Beyonder. Hey, it's Nostradamus, Brainiac, whatever. Actually, that's why, because Brainiac's bringing all these people together, and you're like, well, what's a derogatory term for someone who can see into the future?
Yeah, Nostradamus.
Hey, way to go, Nostradamus.
Brings it together. So this is actually Secret Wars 3, if you're counting.
True.
For anybody.
Although, unless continuity doesn't count at Marvel anymore, then you can cycle it back, because Secret Wars 2. Well, you know what the highlight of that was?
What was the highlight?
Spider-Man taught the Beyonder how to take a dump.
Oh, right. That's right.
That was
right.
it.
I remember that. That was
it.
the best part.
That was the only
Why
good
that
thing
comic is not worth $1 million in mint condition, I don't know.
I think
forgot about that.
If someone had like fecal matter on it, I think it should be worth more.
We talked about that in Comic Book Men, right? I don't know if they aired it. I think they did, though. I can't remember what episode, but look for that, kids.
Yes.
I believe.
God.
It was like in the. It started off an episode.
It was
it
was the trivia.
Oh, the trivia chew-off? Yes.
Trivia chew-off. Because Brian got that one right.
Yes, he did.
Oh, that was funny.
All right. Second big, huge news.
Oh, my God, yes. This is ginormous.
Spider-Man joining the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yes.
Basically, Spider-Man is probably going to pop up in the Avengers. In a future Avengers movie. Could be in Captain America.
He's going to be in Captain America Civil War.
And then who knows where else he's going to pop up.
But here's the thing. Is he allowed? I don't know the complete specifics because everyone is very sketchy about it.
Sure.
They said he's allowed to cross over into the cinematic universe. I don't know how much they're paying him, paying Sony, how much Marvel is paying Sony.
Okay, continue. And
you do know that much?
I do.
Excellent.
Okay, now number one, thank freaking God this is happening. You saw or you didn't. We saw the first Amazing Spider-Man. We were very on that.
Meh.
Didn't see the second one.
I did. I saw it with my kids.
Yeah. No,
was not happy.
Okay. And so didn't set the world on fire like Sony thought it would. So, so in a very rare event, especially for Hollywood, I mean they never let characters cross over. There's a whole there's a whole cost involved. Worried about marketing, branding.
Yes.
Movie companies typically don't play well with each other. It usually boils down to money.
Right.
So you're asking, well, how much is Marvel got to pay Sony for this? It's got to be a bundle, right? Zero.
I'm saying, oh my God.
Zero. It's free. They're doing it for free. Now, why? Why let them have Spider-Man for free? They're looking at Spider-Man, popping up in Avengers or Captain America. It's a commercial.
Okay, so they can relaunch
Spider-Man. Exactly. So Sony can then relaunch their own Spider-Man, and people will go see it because they just saw him in all these awesome Marvel movies.
Right.
It's not going to be a Marvel movie, but it's basically
might be just as awesome.
It's like, hey guys, watch for me in 2 years, in 2019, when I pop up in yet another origin story for the Amazing Spider-Man.
Of course,
no,
yes.
I'm sure they won't do that. So, what does that mean? It means they're going back. So Spider-Man's going to pop up in a bunch of Marvel movies.
Okay.
Gonna wave his Spidey hand around.
Gonna
shoot some webs, take down some bad guys, maybe have a beer or two, and then Sony's gonna come out with their own Spider-Man movie. They're going back to the beginning again. Peter Parker's gonna be in high school. He's gonna be recast.
Which is genius.
Recast. No more Andrew Garfield. Thank God.
Yeah, he was. You said he was too pretty. I'm not.
Yes, I thought he was.
I don't think he's all that pretty. I don't think he's a good-looking Peter Parker. I think he's a very emo.
He was emo, yes, but for sure kid had a good head of hair. Like I didn't look at Tobey Maguire and be like, wow, that's a pretty boy. But I looked at Andrew Garfield. I was like, this guy looks like a pretty boy. Man.
No, you look at Tobey Maguire, you're like, didn't I kick the shit out of that kid in school?
Exactly, which is exactly what you want.
Exactly.
Yeah, Andrew Garfield never thought that.
No, Andrew Garfield, you're like, oh my God.
He looked like a cool kid.
He looked like that guy in Clueless who Cher was going after, who turned out to be gay.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
as a pretty boy, he looked like he belonged. They're like, that ain't Peter Parker. Peter Parker don't.
And Flash Thompson should have been, not hugging Peter.
Right.
There shouldn't have been no hugging there.
They should cast Dolph Lundgren as
Flash Thompson.
Yeah, I mean maybe he's a little old.
I don't like you.
Maybe he's a little old for the part, and not.
Well, if he's stupid, he's been left back a whole bunch of times.
Right.
Peter Parker, can you help me get past physics?
Yes, but this is cool. As a fan of the character, this is cool.
This is huge.
This is cool and
he's back where he belongs.
Yes.
In the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Exactly.
I would love to see eventually a Defenders movie and just Spidey being kind of like in there.
Yeah.
Just in there.
Yeah. So,
like,
I mean,
hey,
we won't get a whole movie, but we're going to get a taste. And, Marvel's going to milk this as much as Sony will let them, I guess.
Yeah.
But that shocking news, though. I guess this has been in the works for a little bit. But I guess, thank God, Amazing Spider-Man 2 did not do as well as they thought it would. Or else they wouldn't have considered this. So it would have been the same old. I mean, Amazing Spider-Man 3 was in the works. Now it ain't in the works. It's not in the works anymore.
There's a reason why it's not in the works anymore.
Ain't in the works anymore. But, a quote I read, Hollywood actually figured out a way to work together for once.
That's pretty cool. I think it's the goodwill engendered through Sony being like, hey, you know, it'd be really cool.
Yeah,
How about you guys
whatever
all get together?
we're working on, it's not really working. It's like, here, let's see what you guys do with the character,
And then we'll copy it.
and then we'll rip it off, and we'll rip it off for free.
Can we just say one thing about Fox?
Yes.
20th Century Fox.
Yeah. Are you guys listening?
Yeah, seriously.
Are you guys listening?
Listen to me. Listen to me carefully.
Yes.
Take a page out of Sony's book.
Yeah.
And let them play in somebody else's sandbox.
Yeah.
Because Fantastic Four, Marvel is canceling Fantastic Four as a screw you to Fox.
Yeah.
They're basically saying, you know what? We're not going to give you any more free publicity.
Exactly.
We're done. See you later.
Yeah.
You know what? Maybe the thing will go over to the West Coast Avengers again, or whatever comes up.
Are we going to see that?
A West
That'd be
Coast
cool. I
Avenger
would like
movie?
to see that.
That'd be pretty.
I'd like to see that.
That would be really dope.
I'm not a Hawkeye fan, but
Hawkeye. I would love to see Wonder Man on the big
Oh
screen.
yeah, that'd be awesome.
And in tying into all the Marvel Cinematic Universe,
Yes.
the Agent Carter has been surprisingly good.
Yeah.
I've heard that her numbers aren't spectacular, but you know what? She's pretty much like a postmodern girl in a pre-modern world.
That's what I like too.
So-
I like these what do they call anachronisms, sort of, but not really. But
Yeah. And she's pretty badass
she is,
and
I-
kind of hot.
Yeah, she is. Isn't she redhead, sort of?
No, she's
Brown, she's
brunette.
Okay.
And I have two types, so that's good.
Oh yeah, and I have 3 or 4.
Yeah, you have like 18.
How many hair colors are there? I'm whatever that.
How many
number is.
shoes can a woman wear?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Million. It's in the millions.
Exactly.
So yes, Fox, pay attention.
Yeah,
Yeah,
seriously.
I think it could. I think if this works, it's gonna work.
Oh, it's gonna work very well.
Then I think it could happen. I think Fox should cancel that Fantastic Four movie right now.
You know what? We put $200 million into it, but screw it. Let's flush it down the toilet.
Well, yeah.
Disney did it with John Carter. We'll do it with
He
the
did.
Fantastic Four. And that's one thing I was talking to Walt about. John Carter is one of Edgar Rice Burroughs' lesser creations. And I was just amazed that,
They screwed it up that bad.
well, they would shoot themselves in the foot by
okay.
having like one of their top executives be like, "This movie sucks."
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
He was being honest.
I see. You don't do that.
Not in Hollywood. No one's honest
Never,
in Hollywood,
never.
except for this one time right here.
Or hackers.
the
or
movie,
hackers.
Oh,
No,
hacker. Oh, Sony
Yeah,
hackers.
Sony hackers.
Yeah.
Or Sony hackers are kind of honest. They make other people be honest.
Right.
So.
But this is one that's like they finally got it right. I know, we haven't seen a frame of film yet, but I just know it's gonna work.
Yeah,
it's gonna work.
You and me both.
All right. So, on to new books.
Yes,
Mike.
Let's talk about new books.
New books, February 11, 2015. Constantine number 22. Now, you've been watching the TV series.
I have been.
Have you been watching the books? They're not companion books, but
No, and we have not been selling an inordinate amount of Constantines,
Okay.
but we have been selling a lot of Hellblazers.
Oh, okay.
Which is really, really strange. Like all the new 52 stuff has been, we do sell the trade paperbacks
Right.
every once in a while. But I mean, whenever I put Hellblazer, like Original Sins, Dangerous Habits, or whatever on the shelf, that sells.
Is it
And
the
I'm
name? It's got the word hell in
I
it.
don't know.
Like Constantine.
Well, then
doesn't-
Hellboy should be flying off my shelves.
Hellboy's not flying?
Nah, not really.
Okay.
No.
Well, Hellblazer then.
Hellblazer, but that goes to the Vertigo stuff that a little bit darker, a little bit more on the
okay.
edge.
All
like
right.
you get the HE double hockey sticks in
Right.
there, like GD.
All right. Well, maybe this will change your mind
Oh, will it?
in reading Constantine. Currently, he's battling Darkseid.
Yes, he's on
Across the
Earth
multiverse.
2.
Yes.
And there's another version of Constantine on Earth 2.
Ah, okay.
Pretty cool, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm kind of aware of what's going on in Constantine, even though I don't read the book.
Right.
And I do judge books by their cover because they've got two Constantines on the cover. I'm like, hey, look, it's two Constantines.
Well, how we have them displayed, they're on clear racks. So
you have to.
the first thing you see is the cover. Well, in pretty much every comic store, you see the
much,
cover
yeah.
first. Some do it better than others. I think we happen to do it very well here.
Yeah, I
where
like
it's
it.
very visual here. So good job, Mike.
Well, thank you.
Good job as a retailer.
All right. Well, this was never my idea, but I like to put
I'm
books
giving you
front and center.
credit.
It's Mr. Walt Flanagan, Mr. Kevin Smith.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
All right. I'm still giving you credit. I know these racks we have here are a pain in the ass too. They break. They snap off at the base. We have to get more. There are jagged edges.
Yeah, there are jagged edges.
A lawsuit waiting to happen.
Yeah, Zapcic's.
Be careful if you're here. If you're grabbing a book, just don't cut yourself. We're not responsible for that, by the way. Just saying.
Yeah, that's right. And you saying that exculpates us from any culpability.
Absolves of any liability.
Excellent.
So that's on record.
Next up,
Harley Quinn Valentine's special.
Happy Valentine's Day, by the way.
Happy Valentine's Day to everybody out there.
All right.
You too, Mike, and your family. There are a lot of Harley Quinn specials this year already.
They're gonna be a bunch of holiday specials. I think there was not a Groundhog's Day special, which I'm very upset about.
Shocked.
Yeah. She should have teamed up with Bill Murray and just done.
I would read and or watch that, or both.
I would have done both.
Yes, but written by Amanda Connor, art by Jimmy Palmiotti. So, sort of friends of the family. I think Jimmy's mad at Walt for some reason.
Yeah, some silly reason.
But he ain't mad at me, so
You're allowed.
But a little Harley Quinn Batman team up just for this special occasion.
Yeah, very nice.
I'm sure something happens by the end where they.
You didn't read it.
Stay together.
It's on your stack.
Well, I think it's just sold out. I mean, this is gonna fly.
Yes,
I think it's sold out already.
Yeah.
So grab it quick. And I know you Harley Quinn fans are out there.
Yeah, we've got a shite ton.
Because I see you all at cons.
Yeah.
At the comic book conventions.
Hell, you see him just walking around Red Bank.
Oh yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I do. Did you know Hot Topic has teamed up with DC Comics? They released a Harley Quinn collection for the ladies out
Yes,
there.
I did. Very, very hot, by the way. A lot of girls coming in going, hey, look what I got.
Yeah. I was like, I like that.
Yes.
Yeah. Anything from either like Harley Quinn dresses to Harley Quinn Argyle sweaters.
And a Harley Quinn peekaboo nighty.
Really?
I'm just saying. I just want to see where your eyes would go.
It's Hot Topic. They probably did. They probably did do that.
Going to the mall later.
So all I know, Paul Dini getting paid.
Paul Dini
getting paid.
Cha-ching.
Which is good. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
Also a friend of the family. So
you say that stuff, and that's why all the TSD guys are like, fucking Ming is just going off, dropping names.
Oh yeah.
Hey Brian, look at me. I'm pointing out that Ming's dropping names.
Yes. Here's another.
Like me on Facebook, Brian. Like me.
Yes. Here's another name I'm going to drop. Gail Simone.
Love Gail Simone.
Writing Secret Six number 2 out this week.
We tried to have Gail on I Sell Comics.
It's going to happen.
And she called us narcs.
Why narcs? Was she like doing drugs at the time?
I have no idea. She's like, hey guys, should I go on I Sell Comics? These guys sound like narcs. I'm like, no, we're cool.
Well,
we cool, baby. We cool.
Do we look like Miami Vice?
No, not
little
really.
bit. You're
no.
Don Johnson. I'm Tubbs.
No,
I'm Philip Michael Thomas.
Was Don Johnson the whitest guy in the? No.
Of the two, yes.
Of the two,
but
yes.
I
mean, the whitest guy in Miami. Well, maybe I don't know.
I think there's some drug dealers who may have had that title beat.
Yeah, and I mean, Phil Collins was there for Christ's
sake. Oh God,
so
okay.
He was
Talk
pretty
about
damn.
white.
I mean, I can give Phil Collins a run for his white money.
Yeah. Oh yes, you can.
Yeah.
Yes, this is Studio.
Especially with the soup strainer gun.
Studio.
Oh yeah, by the way, folks, in case you're wondering.
Oh yeah. So I come in, Mike's. You had your head turned. You prepare for a shock. Bam, goatee gone.
Gone. My father was not a big goatee fan. He always told me to shave it. Yeah, he's like
always.
Nah, well, not always, but
cut your hair, you damn hippie.
Yeah, hippie.
Wow, all right, you have respect to him.
Yeah, sort of.
Okay.
You know,
I'm sort of used to it. I've seen you. When did you grow the?
For the show. I actually grew it for the show.
Okay, so 2011.
I didn't want people to mistake me and Walt. I'm kidding.
Or now you're being mistaken for Brian, or not.
No, that's again, yeah.
It's a good balance. 2 dudes with facial hair and 2 dudes without.
And Kevin with facial hair.
And
Kevin has
Kevin's the tiebreaker.
No, Kevin's the one with the he's got the in between me and Brian. He's got the full beard, but it's not as
full as Brian's.
Full, obviously. Scraggly, whatever you want to say.
Right. What's good? We're hitting all demographics.
Yes, we are.
Then. All right.
Women who like facial hair, women who don't like facial hair.
Yeah, Secret Six focusing around a character called Catman.
We love Catman. He's pretty damn awesome. He was used to great effect in Green Arrow, the Archer's Quest.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Oh, okay.
Archer's Quest.
Okay.
It was Brad Meltzer's It was Brad Meltzer's run on
Green Arrow
right after.
Oh, Kevin.
Kevin's.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Catman.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
But the reason why he works in that is perfectly juxtaposed with the reason he works in this.
Secret Six.
As
Number
Secret
2.
Six. And also a trade paperback came out called Villains United, which collects the Villains United from when DC was doing Infinite Crisis.
Yeah.
And also after when they did Secret Six. Gail Simone had a bunch of miniseries after.
All right, Gail, are you listening? Come on the show.
You come on the show.
You know,
we're not narcs, baby.
No, we're farther from.
We're the furthest from narcs.
How are we narcs? Like our boss is the biggest weed smoker on the planet.
Yeah, well,
how are we narcs?
Shh, don't tell anyone.
I'm pretty sure he's made that abundantly public.
Shh, don't tell anyone.
Okay, well, now you're a narc. Wait,
Okay,
wait, am I the narc?
You're the narc now. I'm telling everybody. Oh my god.
I am a narc. All right, whatever. All right, big comic. Darth Vader #1. Marvel Comics.
Oh my God! This was you and I did pieces for AMC, and it's called the Pull List.
Yes, did we both?
And we both picked Darth Vader #1.
Well,
of course we did.
How could you not?
I mean, he's the baddest bro in the galaxy.
In the galaxy.
Yeah.
Are there 100 variant covers for this one?
No,
too?
there's like 4 or 5,
Okay.
or 6 or 12. I don't know how many.
Okay,
exactly.
not 100. I'm exaggerating, but there are a lot.
This was pretty badass.
Yeah. Now this one also kind of follows the universe or continuity that the Star Wars comics are.
Yes.
It takes place right after the Battle of Yavin 4. Is that what they're calling it?
This comic actually takes place after
Death Star's blown up.
Death Star's blown up. The Rebel Alliance has targeted some stuff that they're making some precision strikes against the Empire.
Okay, all right.
And this,
they're getting cocky.
They are. Don't get cocky.
Don't get cocky. They got cocky.
So Vader has to go and bend the knee to Palpatine.
Yes,
because he screwed up. He screwed up big.
I don't blame him. Did he construct the? Well, he oversaw the construction.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
All right. Well, he was encouraging the construction. He was
Possibly.
there.
They're trying to tell me that it took 20 years to create the Death Star.
Right. We had the discussion last.
True, but did we talk about it being 20 years?
No,
I thought it was like 5 years.
Yeah, we thought it was maybe like 5 years. 20 years. So is the Death Star construction older than Luke Skywalker? Luke Skywalker is supposed to be what, about 18, 19?
So they
maybe
would have had
20?
to start. Wait a minute. Did they start construction at the end of
episode 2?
No,
or
episode
3?
Was that was?
Well,
was
they had the
going on?
plans. They had the manpower. I don't know if they started. Let's just say they did then.
Well, then they should have cloned a shitload of construction.
Yeah,
guys.
they should have cloned more. They had the.
Yeah.
They should have cloned more. Anyways, so yeah, Darth Vader screwed up. He's got to go tell Palpatine he's screwed up, and in a classic scene, which we'll probably never see in the movies, he gets berated by Palpatine for screwing up.
He gets.
It's like going to your
slapped.
boss and like, listen, I lost the account. I'm sorry, but
yeah, and the favored boy is like, all right, guess what? Now you're cleaning toilets.
Right.
I want you cleaning toilets on the new Death Star.
Yes.
Congratulations, jag off.
Yeah, and you're going to Hoth.
That's pretty much.
What?
You know what this is like? Did you ever see Robot Chicken, the Star Wars special?
I did not.
They had one where he called up Palpatine after the Death Star exploded.
Okay.
He's like, wait a minute, the Death Star exploded. I'm still paying that thing off. He's like, you've been flying around for how long?
Yeah.
2 weeks until you got cell reception?
Right.
You must smell like, burnt something inside a
Is he
sock.
is he in that TIE fighter like spinning around?
Yeah.
And he's
like, you smell like, that was it, a burnt foot inside a dirty sock.
yeah. So even Darth Vader, the baddest man in the galaxy, has somebody to answer to.
Of course he does.
It's like no matter what, you've always got someone to answer to.
Yeah.
Which kind of sucks in life.
I
but
know. Well, he's the apprentice, and I mean, how long do you have to apprentice as a Sith?
I don't know.
Until the other dude dies?
I don't know how the code works.
You should be able to break off and get your own apprentice, right? Just sort of like a Jedi.
Right.
But it's like, hey, it's just hard. What
Whatever.
are you going to do?
Yeah, whatever. Walking Dead #137.
Yes, also great great comic. It was very after, I'm not going to spoil anything,
okay.
but after last week's
Episode?
TV show,
Okay.
yeah, the mid-season
Premiere,
comeback,
yes.
which was really heavy and really just a smack in the face. It was very character oriented.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is really cool. Oh, this is nice.
Yeah.
And then a couple of things in there. Kirkman likes to knee me in the crotch.
He does it almost every issue.
I know. In every issue, it's
almost
like, oh
every
my
issue.
God. And every episode. So, Walking Dead on every level makes me cry.
Yeah.
Every
comics,
level, damn it.
TV.
Comics, TV.
Commercials.
Commercials.
Walker Stalker Con.
Yes.
Like, it's not even like,
oh, my God.
the people playing the characters make you cry.
No, I know. Scott Wilson comes up and gives me a hug.
Yeah.
So I was like, a hug, damn it.
A freaking hug.
I can't take it,
Yeah.
Scott. So, but this one, no different. It could be a game changer.
Yes.
Don't know. We'll see.
Yes. Not, Carl's on the cover, so, it's a Carl-focused issue. There's a Maggie storyline that could also be a game changer.
Yes.
Speaking of which, I just saw a story last night. Lauren Cohen, who plays Maggie on the TV show.
Yes.
She's going to be in a movie, which sounds actually...
Does it have zombies in it?
Not zombies. Actually, sounds a lot like Child's Play. There's a doll that comes to life. It's a female doll, but...
Is it Annabelle?
It's not Annabelle.
Oh, so it sounds like
Annabelle
a lot like
already
Annabelle.
came out.
Okay.
Something like that. I can't... I have to look. I can't
I'll
remember
see
what the movie's...
You think she's gotten typecast? She's like horror girl now?
No, I don't think so.
But it's a nice way to be typecast. She'll have work for pretty much the rest of her life.
Let's hope so, because
Yeah.
she's a cool person.
Yeah,
She's
she
a good
is.
actress. But that leaves me... everyone's speculating now. It's like, oh my God, is Maggie going to die? Like, she's working on this other project. Because
we do a podcast, and we're on a TV show.
Right.
Does that mean a podcast going to end?
No, they
a
don't.
lot of people out there. A lot of Tell 'em Steve Day guys are out there going, yeah.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, they don't shoot the show all year. They shoot the show for like 8 months out of the year.
Hey,
or
Tell 'em
6
Steve
months.
Dave.
And then
Did you hear that the ISO Comics is gonna close down? I heard.
Yeah.
You know what? On your graves, I'm gonna be podcasting.
Michael.
On your graves.
Michael, come here. Fuck, tell him Steve Dave. Fuck.
Tell 'em Steve
Yeah. So people are panicking. They're speculating. It's like, oh my
Don't
God, Maggie's
panic.
gonna die. It happened to John Bernthal when he didn't. I think he went to a new TV series.
Mob City, wasn't it?
Mob City, yes.
Mob City.
Having a couple of people moved on to other series.
When Scott Wilson did In Cold Blood.
Yeah. Yes. Like people were like, wait,
was
wait,
1957.
That was before. Okay, wait a minute. I was like, wait, let me rewind my time machine. Here.
Right. Although that would be cool. If there's one person who deserves a time machine, it's Scott Wilson. I'd love for him. You know what? He would make an awesome time traveler.
He would.
Yeah.
He would. Somebody put him in a time travel movie at least.
Yeah, I know.
If not, do the real thing.
Yeah.
He would make an awesome time traveler. Yes.
Cool.
So, more news from the Star Wars universe. Quote came out which said J.J. Abrams wants the Star Wars Episode 7 release date to be moved up. He's not demanding it, but he's asking Disney to move it up.
How much up? Like
well, that's
a week
the
or two?
speculation. We don't know, but here's the quote. J.J. Abrams has reportedly approached Disney about moving up the Star Wars The Force Awakens release date. This comes from the mouth of Abrams himself.
Wow.
Addressing a group of attendees at a recent industry event, the 2015 Visual Effects Society Awards. This is award season after all, blah, blah, blah. Apparently, his desire for secrecy does not apply in this case, as he openly expressed his frustration about the Episode 7 leaks, which that's a valid concern.
Of course. You don't want anyone just coming in and stealing your stuff.
Yes. So, no mention of where he wants it. This summer is ideal, I'm sure.
What do we not have this summer?
Well,
what would be the...
That's the problem. We have a lot this summer.
Exactly. But you've got Christmas. I mean, I realize why he wants to do it, because people want it, number one. And, eventually, 2 months... If I go into my local 7-Eleven, there's going to be like, hey, bootleg Star Wars.
I know. Wait, what do you mean you saw it already? Like,
You're right.
Yeah.
Are you dying of cancer? Because unless you got a Make-A-Wish thing going on, you better not have seen it before me.
I don't know if he's worried about the whole movie being leaked, but like little plot lines are being leaked already. The costumes and... spoilers.
You know what I'm doing? La 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 la. Don't la la la. Right. I do not hear what you are spoiling.
All right, that's tough though. You have an account on the Facebook?
I do have an account
on the Twitter.
I do have an account on the Twitter.
You keep up with these.
I do.
Well, that's a problem then.
But I also
it's tough.
It's
tough to la la la.
I scourge myself if anything.
Right. I mean, it's tough. And we work here in a store which is very Star Wars oriented.
Oh my God!
Idiots come in and spoil shit all the time.
That's true. They come in. Hey, did you see Agent Carter last night? No, you didn't. Well, here's what happened. I was like, son of a bitch.
Yeah. Hey, did you know Boba Fett's a clone? Like he comes back. Like what?
Yeah. Huh?
What? What?
Yeah,
no, I didn't. You asshole. Yeah. So,
well, no, that's a legitimate spoiler.
I heard that's true. I don't know. I don't know in the movie, but I heard. Like,
you mean he's coming back in 7?
Well,
that's what they're saying?
Apparently, it's like, well, how does he come back? He was the dude who went in the Starlight Pit, clone. Like, that's weak, though.
That's very weak, but you know what?
It's probably going to happen.
No. Actually, you know what would be really cool?
What's that?
Opening scene of Star Wars 7?
Flies back out.
Yeah, why wouldn't he?
Burp. I don't know. Yeah, he did have
or just have, like, a huge explosion in the middle of the thing.
He did have a freaking jetpack after all.
He had a jetpack, and he had his
Fly
blaster.
Fly your ass out of there. Yeah.
And I'm sure, you know what? The dude took down Wookiees. I think a Sarlacc, which really needs somebody to feed it.
Right.
It's like not being able to escape from my son's bearded dragon terrarium.
Right, good point.
I can get out of
that.
Good
point. But yeah, where do you put can you put it against Fantastic Four?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, can we do that?
I would.
Can we just
just
oh, no, wait,
like...
it's both Fox though. Correct? No, it's not.
No,
wait,
it's
it's
Disney.
Not. It's Disney now. Okay, wait, that's true. Huh.
Now you say, you know what?
So,
hey, Fantastic Four, suck it.
Yeah, suck it. No one's gonna come see your. No one's gonna come anyways. But
yeah,
now no one's really not gonna. Huh. All right. Well, there's that. There's an open weekend,
and there are black stormtroopers.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
That's cool.
Yeah,
that makes sense. Black Johnny Storm.
Not so much.
Black other Storm, Johnny Storm. Maybe not, maybe doesn't make
Storm,
sense.
yes. Johnny Storm, no.
All right.
Somebody get that.
Okay, so there's an open weekend. A lot of people now every Star Wars movie has come out in May. In May,
yes.
Except for this one. Why no May release date for this one?
Don't know.
Well, we blame Marvel for that. There's
what? Just the whole.
Just
Okay. Well, yeah, it's a legit. I got you.
Yeah. So
it works for me.
So with that will it happen? Probably not. You don't want to confuse people. But
no.
You know what? Do it. People will come.
Of course
they
will.
Screw confusing people.
You could show it tomorrow and people would show
God,
up.
Man. Yeah.
Can you imagine the ultimate
how awesome would that be?
Guerrilla campaign?
Yeah.
Like, hey, guess what? We're having Star Wars Day tomorrow. You know how many people would call out sick?
Oh, I ain't going to be here. Hell no.
I'd be like, Dad, I loved you very, very much. But
you're going to the viewing?
You know what?
Well, hold on. The viewing's from what 2 to 4 and like 7 to 9. You have a window.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
You have a window there.
All right,
I got
a
window.
window.
To miss the whole thing.
I'll show up like all sweaty. God damn, that was a good movie. They're like, movie?
Did you go see Star Wars?
Yeah, seriously. I came here to give your family condolences, and you went to see Star Wars?
No, that would suck for your dad. No one. Where is everybody?
Yeah, right. You think he'd get up out of his coffin and be like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
Would y'all forget me?
Was your dad?
Would you all have senile dementia?
Was your dad a Star Wars fan?
My father. Best story. He took me to see Star Wars. He had sun poisoning.
Oh, you told? Yeah, I remember this. Yeah.
He had the worst
and he still took you.
And he still took me.
And he stayed out of the sun too. So.
It was at night, but yeah, he had Noxema all on his back.
Wow.
And he took me and my brother to see Star Wars.
Wow, so that's a sweet.
My father was.
What a guy, man!
Ass, yeah.
What a guy. At some point, like me, I would have like, I can't go. If it's Star Wars.
I've got English muffin pizzas.
Yeah, I got pizzas.
To eat.
Yeah, I got pizzas. Yeah, okay. Well, you know my whole story with all that. I got a pizza to eat. All right.
Good pizza.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's all I got. Unless you want to talk about the lottery, I don't know if anybody won. It was almost at $500,000.
3 winners.
Oh man! All right, so not us.
Did you play?
I didn't. I was gonna go play and I didn't.
Well, guess what?
What?
I got $10 worth.
Nothing.
I don't know. I haven't checked. I'll give you a cut. You get a cut. Of course you do. My hetero life mate gets a cut.
You better. Be careful.
I'm telling you, I'm giving you a cut.
All right,
I'm not saying how big a cut.
What's my cut? 0.0001%. That's still good. All right.
You're like, you motherfucker. Oh, wait a minute. That's still like $1 billion.
That's all right.
That's
like $5 million. All right, I'll take that.
Yeah. Oh, you can.
Well, thanks, Mike.
I would grease this. Everybody gets it except for Those guys on Tell 'em,
Well,
Steve
in case we don't win the lottery, well, at least we can still get money if you go to audiblepodcast.com/sellcomics. Get yourself a free audiobook and a 14-day trial.
That is audiblepodcast.com/sellcomics.
Yes, because we did not win the lottery.
Well, we might have, but hey, tell you what, go there and if I did win the lottery,
yes,
first 10 people who sign up, if I won the lottery,
okay,
I'll pay for a year of Audible.
Oh, okay.
.com for you,
All right,
but only
perfect.
if I win the lottery.
Okay.
This is it's what do they say? Offer not good in Tennessee.
Yeah.
Sorry. Offer not good in Tennessee.
Yeah, seriously, sign up. Get your free audiobook. That you can get the Town State Ferry re-retail.
Re-retail.
Normally $6.95 for you, free.
How about Tough Shit?
Oh, free.
Free.
Well, you got one free book, so you got to choose. But
yeah, some
free.
really. Or how about do they still have Silent Bob Speaks up there?
Let's say yes. Because
Let's
I'm
say
not
yes.
sure.
Why not? Okay, cool. Free.
Free. audiblepodcast.com.
Anything by Stephen King, the 7,000 books that he's put out.
Yeah.
In the last year.
Yeah, grab it.
Free.
Yes. I recommend The Shining or It or 11/22.
I recommend Joyland.
Joyland, yeah.
Fantastic book.
Or Mr. Mercedes. Or whatever.
Mr.
I'm not.
Mercedes
Yeah.
is all right. How about Dr. Sleep?
Bam.
Why
Dr.
not
Sleep.
Dr. Sleep?
audiblepodcast.com/sellcomics. All right. Well, thank you, Mike, for taking the time to come down here. I know you have a lot going on.
Thank you. Yeah.
But look how dedicated he is.
You know, we're doing this. We're my father. Like I said, my father was a big fan of yours. Big fan of mine.
Yeah.
My father was a fan of mine. I was a huge fan of his too. So
yes.
That's a good thing. And if you're in the area, come down Jay and Silent Bob's Secret Stash. Bother Mark and Walt.
Yeah.
Bother them while I'm not here.
Okay.
So that way they'll appreciate me being here more.
Yes, exactly.
All right.
All right. And
there you go.